Okay, hello guys, welcome to Anita Crotchets. My name is Anita. So, as you all know, I bought the Sentro circular knitting machine and I have been working on this. It's really very so it was really addictive, and I made a few pieces like I shared on my Instagram and TikTok. So I'm also going to be making a video of the pieces I have made using the machine. First, I'm going to be sharing my cons and pros. I have been using this machine for about a week and I've also been knitting just right now, and this is what I have made. So I'm going to be sharing my disadvantages and advantages I have found while using this machine. All right, so let's start with the pros. So first of all, this is a very easy to assemble machine because okay, I'm sorry about the noise in the background. I am outside, so it's picking up a little noise, but for as long as you can hear me, the better. So first of all, I was saying this machine is very easy to assemble because honestly it comes 80% already assembled and you only have to attach the stands onto it and the tension lever. All right, using it is very easy because even for a kid it would take like 10 minutes for you to just show them how to use it because you only have to turn this and you have a whole project knitted. Also for basic knitting, it's the go-to machine to use. Even for kids, it's very easy. And also cheap because honestly, for less than $100, I got this. So basically this is at least cheap and easy to like use. Now moving on to the cons. I have been knitting like you see, and first of all I will say that it has inconsistencies with the stitches. So yes, like you can see, this machine actually gives you some inconsistencies with the stitches. Now you see the little holes right here are not the same as this. So basically it will like keep losing off a few strands of yarn, like you can see. Of course it doesn't come out, it is still intact, yeah, but then it keeps like you know, getting some strands of yarn off and they are not stitched within as much as it stays intact. Also for me, I usually leave this because every could call it a mistake, but every mistake in art is a design, so it comes out really perfectly for me. But yes, for someone that is looking for uniform stitches, this wouldn't be the machine I would advise you to use. Secondly, is actually very yarn selective. I have made a sweater for my daughter with the machine, and I was using the yarn that comes with the machine. I shared that in my very first video of unboxing this machine. So this is the sweater, and I use the yarn that comes in the box of the machine. And unfortunately the labels don't show any descriptions of the yarn, so you don't know whether it is cotton or acrylic or polyester or anything, so it is hard to know what kind of yarn you are dealing with. All right, had I gotten the descriptions of the yarn that comes inside, I would know what yarn I should buy for the machine because this yarn is very perfect. I worked with that yarn and I made this panel because this was a panel for the back piece and also panels for the front and panels for the sleeve, and it came out very perfectly. I didn't get any problems with it. And then when I tried working that very same kind of panel with this kind of yarn, this yarn is lightweight, it is 100% acrylic. I got problems working a tube with it, sorry, a panel with it. So with this yarn, it's very good when I am working a tube, but then with the yarn that comes in the machine, it's very good when I am working both panels and tubes. Okay, so I think the company that makes the Sentro knitting machines at least needs to give us particular yarn brands or yarn types that are very convenient for the machine. Okay, so secondly, this machine is very tension selective. You need to know what tension works for what kind of yarn. As much as you need to know what yarn you have to use with this machine, you also need to know what tension to use for particular yarn brands. All right, So yes, lastly, so far I have used this for a week now, and I know that this machine is super delicate. The fact that it is 100% plastic is something you need to keep in mind, that once you are rolling this all the way around and it is stuck somewhere, please take it slow, because honestly if you go hard on it you may just probably like break your machine and lose it just like that. And I really don't think there is a way you can actually open this and see how to fix it. All right, so you need to like keep in mind this is plastic and it can break at any one point, so be very um, vigilant when working with this type of machine. For beginners who are just looking for basic knitting machines, this is the go-to for you, and I would rate it 80%. If you're a beginner, it's very good for you. But if you're someone that is looking for more than that, or perfection, I think you should have another alternative as much as you need to use this. Okay, so I'm going to start sharing tutorials for this machine, like tutorials for some of the pieces I have made with this machine. You can check out my channel. I'll have a playlist for knitted projects that I have made using this machine. So I can't wait to share all these things with you guys. A disclaimer is these were my thoughts about my machine. So that's what I think about it. Bye.